What up guys, we are back to the vlogging this video. I haven't brought you guys behind the scenes for a while, but I wanted to take this video to do just that. But for the main topic of this video, I'm talking to you guys about the best workout plan for somebody who's trying to lose weight. Basing this video kind of off of my transformation and what worked for me in each phase of my weight loss journey, I think can serve a lot of you no matter what phase you're in.
Buddy boy, you wanna say hi? Nope.
You wanna toss me my phone? I gotta prepare for these videos, you know what I'm saying? Check out this new wallet thing I got, guys. Like, it goes on the back of the phone and it just like is a magnet. Highly recommend. It's wicked cool. Now guys, as you know, I've lost 100 pounds and I've been all over the place. There were years that I was trying to lose weight and all I was doing was binge eating and hating myself the entire time. So do believe me when I say I know how you feel if you are overweight and trying to lose weight and struggling, because I did it for years. So how this workout plan is gonna work is I'm gonna be splitting it up into 3 phases. We've got beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And you can kind of see it more of a timeline. I'm basing it off of my own transformation from where I started and how my training evolved in each 3 phases. So starting with the beginners. To all the beginners watching, just get moving. When I was almost 300 pounds back in 2018, I started with just simply doing cardio every single day. This can be in the form of doing like 10,000 steps a day. You can get up and do 15-minute walks throughout the day, just knock it all out at once. Or for me, I just chose to start with like 30 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster. Something where I was gonna sweat and something that was uncomfortable and out of just my comfort zone. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's the whole thing. We gotta find your minimal effective dose. And for me, that was something I could commit to. And no, you didn't hear me say weight training. You didn't hear me say any of that. Sometimes I would do the occasional like circuit training workout where there would be some dumbbells or like a barbell or something, but it wasn't that much. I kept it simple and that's exactly why it worked. But pick something that you can be really consistent with each and every day, whether it's doing Stairmaster, whether it's walking, doesn't matter. Just do something you're gonna get in the habit of doing. And for many people, not even having to go to a gym is a pretty big W, because that's a pretty big culture shock to a lot of guys who are just starting to lose weight and might be a little self-conscious about going to the gym. I was actually never really self-conscious about going to the gym. I just didn't really care a whole lot what people thought when I was losing weight, because I was staying in my own lane, you know what I'm saying? But super awesome, and do understand that I lost like 85% of my weight at home doing exactly this. So long story short, don't knock it till you try it, because this is a super simple way to just get moving, burn some calories, and build the momentum on your journey that you've been lacking from all the times you've tried and messed up like me. Now moving into phase 2. So we started with beginner and now we're getting to the intermediate phase where you're starting to kind of build some momentum. You've already kept all those promises to yourself about doing cardio, being consistent. And now you're at a point where your identity is starting to shift a little bit and you're like, I want to get in the gym. I want to wear the fitness brands and stuff like that. Now this is really important to keep in mind. I only got to phase 2 when I felt that I earned it. I was comfortable with the amount of weight that I had lost, and I was still kind of trying to drop a little bit more body fat, but I wanted to take on a little bit more of a challenge because I trusted myself. Phase 1 allows you to trust yourself. Now phase 2 is for you to challenge yourself. And that form of challenge is weightlifting. I'm here in my garage gym to just illustrate the fact to you. So what I recommend to people in the intermediate phase like I was in is just get started with a simple 3-day-a-week lifting split. I recommend something along the lines of like a full body 5x5 program where you're only hitting compound lifts in the gym, like squats, bench, deadlifts, rows, all those big movements. You're not overcomplicating anything with the isolation movements, because since you're in this beginner lifting phase, you're gonna get a lot of what's called newbie gains, which you're just gonna make more gains than me because you're a beginner. And it would take a lot more for me to make the same gains that you are off the bat, because you're brand new to it. You're shocking your body. But keeping it simple with just a 3-day-a-week split is something that's really manageable. You don't have to be in there every single day, and you're gonna make amazing progress because of the high frequency that you're hitting every muscle group every week. I wouldn't tell anybody in this phase to do like a 6-day-a-week lifting split, because that's such a shock to your system. You're only used to doing cardio and changing your eating habits. So not only is 3 days in the gym very, very realistic and manageable, but you're getting the opportunity to hit every single muscle group with those big core compound movements 3 times a week. Whereas in a normal bro split, if you're doing like chest and tris and then back and bis and then legs and then shoulders and then arms, you're not hitting everything 3 times a week, and you're in the gym more. So it's just a way to get more bang for your buck and really hone in on those big lifts, because that's where the majority of your gains are gonna come from. So even though you're gonna be like Rocky Balboa going into it, being like, I can do more, I'm telling you, I wanna be there 6 days a week. Don't. I'm telling you, You will get far better results if you do what you know is manageable for yourself. And what an opportunity for you to just shift your identity in every sense of the word. Because once you get in the gym, it's far different from just doing at-home workouts. You're like a part of a culture now. My identity was absolutely just transforming along with my body, almost more so. So if you're in phase 2, have some freaking fun. All right, studs and studettes. Gotta put the hat backwards for this one. Now, phase number 3 is gonna be for the advanced trainees. And that's for somebody who started in the beginners, right? They started just getting moving, making progress, losing some weight. Then they got into intermediate where they started lifting weights. They started kind of getting invested in that culture. And now they want to really maximize their results and build some really long-term habits. So what this looked like for me was, instead of committing to the gym like 3 times a week, I wanted to go more like 5. I wanted to make it a habit during the week so then I could have some more fun workouts on the weekend. And I know this is based around a lot of kind of like bodybuilding training or weightlifting, but you can really train however you want. But for most people's goals, it's very aesthetic based. You wanna have bigger biceps, you wanna have a leaner 6-pack, you wanna have rounder shoulders, right? And a lot of that you get from bodybuilding training. It's just kind of one and the same. But a training split for the advanced trainee might look something like what I do now, which is an upper, lower, push-pull legs split. So the first 2 days are more strength-based, and then the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that push-pull legs is much more based around hypertrophy. And with this upper, lower, push-pull leg split, my upper and lower days are mainly focused around strength. So it's not much hypertrophy. I'm doing big movements. I'm going heavy 5x5s on bench, on rows, and then on my leg days, I'm going heavy squats. I'll often deadlift on the same day. But then on those last 3 days, that other push-pull legs, it's much more focused on hypertrophy. So it's higher rep ranges, and you get to leave with that skin blistering, panty dropping pump. And just speaking for myself as far as cardio goes, I started off doing a cardio that I wasn't really crazy about, but I was really consistent with, which was Stairmaster. It was simple, I didn't need to warm up, and that's why I stuck to it, and it was all that I knew. I think that we have a habit of, when we start something new, then we assume that that's the only way that it could ever work. Like if you lost weight on a certain diet, it's really hard for you to try another diet, right? Because you're like, well, this one worked for me. But what changed with cardio in phase 3 for me, and what hopefully will change for you, is I started to do cardio in the way that I wanted to do it. So I would go surfing instead of just doing Stairmaster, or I would go for like a really intense spin class or my mom's aerobics class, or like there's so many other more fun things to do for cardio for me, but originally I just needed to stick to one thing and just make it happen every day. But my training evolved into phase 3 mainly around my weight training, and then any cardio that I do, I just want to make it fun, because if it's not fun now, I don't really have the fire under my ass of like, I'm gonna lose this weight, so I'm gonna do this cardio, you know what I mean? And guys, ultimately in the end, the simpler you can make your workout program in either of these phases, the more consistent you're gonna be, and the more you're gonna adhere to it every single day. And on another note, the more you like it, the more you actually enjoy the kind of training that you do, the easier it's gonna be. So guys, I hope that you were able to learn something in this video and maybe apply it to your own weight loss transformation. I just want you to know that I've been there, I've been low, I know how it feels, and I believe in you, because if I can do it after 4 years of binge eating and failure and hating myself, I know you can, and I also know how transformative it will be for your life. So on that note, let's get out there and just get moving for you beginners. Let's optimize for you intermediates, and let's full send it for you advanced mofos out there. So on that note, nothing but love as always. I'm gonna leave you guys like I leave you every single video. Let's keep getting better together and keep on grinding. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.